Do you have joy in your life? Do you have frustration in your life? Do you have anxiety in your life? The kingdom's not working right there. You see? That means you're in the soul. You're in the flesh somewhere. But you get over in the spirit, joy will start coming to you. Joy will start coming in your life. And you're like, wow, this is amazing. Because the joy of the kingdom gets a hold of you. You with me? So, Paul the apostle says, the world is crucified to me. It's dead to me. And I'm dead to the world. We got no business together anymore. That's why it says in 1 John that we are in the world, but we're not of the world. We're not sourced in the world. But we live in this world, don't we? But God says you can live in this world and not be captured by the patterns, the thoughts, the lifestyle, the behavior of the world. And you know what happens is if you do this too long, you can't even tell the difference between soul and spirit. And if you're there today, good news for you, get in the Word. The Word will start deciphering for you. Oh, that's soul. That's my soul with soulish way of thinking. You need to start doing this to learn how to be led by the Spirit. Because if we can deal with this part, because this is the part that wrestles with God leading you. We'll get to how God leads you. But it's not that God doesn't speak to you. He does. The problem is we don't obey. And sometimes we don't obey because we can't recognize it's God because our soul's wrestling. And sometimes, we have a rebellious attitude because we've been done wrong. Well, rebellion is not of God. I'll leave you with this thought. Philippians chapter 2:5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who thought it not robbery, though he was equal with God, he humbled himself. And he humbled himself to the cross, the death of the cross, the most form of humiliation, humility you can imagine, as God, becoming man, as someone who has everything and gave up everything to have nothing for us. Think about this for a moment. I want to tell you something very powerful. Humility is of the mind, of the soul. The area of humility in your life is always going to be with your soul. And what I found in life, if you don't humble yourself, life will humble you. And I can give you a personal suggestion with sincerity of heart. It's easier to humble yourself than have life humble you.